Okay, welcome back. We've just come down from up here where the gun emplacements were to the mighty famous Lithgow blast furnace. I don't know if it's really that famous, but I had heard of it before I first visited. This is about my third visit. This will be the first time filming because it's normally packed, and I thought it would be packed, but it's not packed. There's no one here. That's fantastic. So what have we got here? The engine room. These are the foundations that house a horizontal reciprocating steam engine. It's manufactured by Thomson Cone Castlemaine, Victoria. That's where I grew up, in that area, and weighed in at 335 tonnes. At the time of installation, it was the largest of its engine type in Australia. Wow. And that's the footings. But what I really need to do, try and give you the history of this place. So we'll go to the next plaque, which I think has the history of it. There was some interesting industrial action here where they were fighting over conditions, as they probably would have, because the conditions wouldn't have been the best. And one of the managers ended up having to pull out a pistol. Not sure if he shot anyone, but he had to threaten the striking workers. So yeah, so here we come to the boiler and steam house. That's what we're looking at here. This is an awesome building. Look up high on the outer surface of the west wall of the Davy engine house. He bears a stain of oil, sludge and steam exhaustion through a circular ventilator. Oh yeah, we'll walk past it. Okay, this is the steam and boiler house. So the west of the engine houses are the sparse remains of the simple shed that included the boilers, tram rails. They were coal fired and supplied steam to the blast furnaces. They're made in Britain by Babcock and Wilcox, quite a famous boiler company. And the gas main past this point on its way to the blast furnace carried flammable gases, creating a byproduct of smelting, which was used as a fuel in other parts of the operation. Very good. What we'll do a quick lap. So the oil sludge they were talking about is here, just in front of us, on that wall there. Quite amazing, interesting. I actually didn't pick up on that last time I was here. And here's your boiler room. Had that in it, sorry, Davy engine. That's what it had in it. That's what we're in now. See that? That's what we're in. And now your blast furnaces, which were over here, which we'll go and have a look at. It was built in 1906, 12 metre high. Doesn't say how much horsepower it was. It was big. See where the wheel was? There. It was here. And there was the crank to the piston. So that would have been there. Interesting. Oh, he's up in the air again. Or is he? Has he crashed again? As you see, there's a lot that remains here. Absolutely fantastic to look at. Apparently used a lot of water. I mean, just look down there. It's easy enough to get down there if you want to, but it doesn't really serve any purpose. There's a few small tunnels and that in there. I've seen pictures of them. Here's a pump, is it? A Parsons turbine. Oh wow. They replaced the Davy engine, which was just where we were. And with small, highly efficient, part of the generations of Browning engines. The axial flow turbo blowing engine, steam driven by a steam turbine, was technology later applied to jet engines. Sort of. There it is again. So in here was your turbines. Interesting. Absolutely amazing. Alright, what we're going to do now is we're going to go to some of the blast furnaces, not the oh shit, what they call them, the ovens. They're still intact here, and there's an excellent piece of slag that they've kept intact here. We'll go have a look at that. Alright, won't be long. Have a look at the size of that wall. There's your intakes. You know what you can see, but we'll be able to go and have a closer look at them. Not sure what these were. We'll have a look quickly. Ah, this is the storing of the raw materials, because this is where the train line used to go. Along here. This is it. So what's there was there. And this is what we're looking at now. They actually hoisted the trucks up and tipped them over. Where you can see these pictures. If I can find them, I can put them up in the video. So these are the stoves and the chimneys. That's what we're looking at here. That's when they're building them. And that's what they look like today, including the roof of one. How exciting. Again, this is the whole thing, as you can see. That's where we were. We're now over here, and we're looking at these chimneys over here. You actually go around behind this lid. There's your chimneys. Good solid steel, riveted. I lifted the torch in the car, but we're not going to really go inside here anyway. So these are your chimneys. Look at it. Imagine the noise and the shit that's flying through these, eh? There's us. Go up now. I'll show you that piece of slag. Leftover rock, basically, from the smelting processes. So up here, your blast furnaces. Have a look at it. Big piece of slag. Freaking amazing. This was where one of the blast furnaces was. Not sure what was down here. Heavy metal though. I believe that was a water supply. I could be wrong. And here, look at it. Kills that, left over from the smelting process. There's something worth looking at. Let's head up here and have a quick look. All the bricks are still here. They were torn down. Assuming all the metal got carted off and used elsewhere. So there, that's where the trains used to come along, that concrete viaduct looking thing. Alright, I'll switch off and head back around, and trying to give you the actual history of the place properly. Here's another chimney we're walking past. See all the bricks and all the slag. It's like they just switched off one day and that was it. And if I remember, so you got all that heavy metal below it too. If I remember correctly, if we look down, this is where the pig iron would come out here. The raw iron. There should be a little scoop here. Where is it? There it is, below me. That's where the pig iron would come out, and I think if you go over there you can see it, a picture of it. So I'll make my way down these exceptionally safe stairs and we will go and have a look at those plaques over there. That's what we were just there. That's what we were looking at. That's where it would come down. And I think the reason it was called pig iron is because when it was poured out, it looked like pigs suckling on the mother. So here we are, the blast furnace number 1 in front of us. Jesus, see that? And then I believe it used to flow down here. God, so this is the other side. That's over there, looking this way. It's massive. I even got all these still here. They carried the, like a crane, I guess. Anyway, we'll keep going. Pig beds, here we go. The blast furnace smelts iron which is run out to cool moulds made of beds of sand, traditionally known as pig beds. The pig beds occupied a sloping ground at the base of the furnaces, and workers prevent overflow by manually using long handled stoppers. The pigs were known 30 centimetres long, connected to a longer bar known as the sow. The pigs were broken off and the sow to be transported. There you go. So there, that was it. That's where they used to flow it to. It would flow down here and in there. That's your pig iron. And we're looking at it here. So I think where we're standing is here now. If you turn around, there's your pig iron. Very good. And there's your gantry crane, or what they call it. I think they called it a pig breaker or something, iron breaker. Let me have a look. Pig breaker, yeah, pig breaker and travelling crane. So that was put in place too. So there's this crane was here, was going along here. And then behind us, here, if we look, is where they put the iron. So there you go. I'll see if I can find, oh, there's a big pitch board over there. I'll get some, go over there and we'll have a quick look. Alright, this is them making it, building it to make that. That's what we're looking at now. Nice view up here. Rail sidings and pig's bed. Well, that train goes along here, and there's still a train line there actually. Not sure where this one's taken from. They're coming down here, along here, into the blast furnaces themselves, and I think that's the train track there, as you can see. That's that there, here. There's your blast furnaces, which we're just next to. I don't know what sort of perspective it really gives. And that was along here. You can see the concrete structure that they were on. That's awesome. There was also pig beds out here. Interesting. You can see them there. The Bosch skull, the most spectacular furnace platform. It's a Bosch skull. Wow. Its considerable technological interest having been formed from a mixture of iron and slate was solidified in the Bosch as the furnace was cooled during its last days of operation. Ah, so that is a Bosch skull up there. That big bit of slag is the Bosch skull. Interesting. Anyway, we will keep on going and go look at these signboards. Anything of interest, I'll quickly put it up. But I think you can get a general how good it looks. Right, here's what I was telling you about the protest. Where was the... So a frenzied mob were attacking the something shift, change of the shift, fearing for their lives. They barricade themselves in the engine house, armed with a revolver, arrived through the back door. So Hoskins refused. Hoskins was his name. Charles Hoskins at the engine house where he and his sons had sheltered the night of the riot. So there you go. He was able to pull out a pistol to stop the riots back in the day. Wouldn't do that today. Oh yes you do. Anyway. Obviously obviously they were striking at some point, as they always do, due to poor working conditions. Conditions we would not even consider today. They had to fight from. What we got here? Abandoned in Lithgow. So this is a picture of it when it was first abandoned, I believe. Yep. 1930, dismantling of the blast furnace. It closed in 1932 because of the Great Depression. Well, there you go. Oh, here's got a history of it, is it? Not sure. Just some of the people that worked here. Push pause and you can have a look at it. And what we got here? This. Oh, it's being built. It's 1906. You can see nothing there. It started to work. And back. Construction. Will be manual labour too. Not seeing any cranes. Oh, there's a little crane here, a little steam powered crane. Wow. Jesus, going up quick. And there we go. The opening of the blast furnaces. And basically, what we see now is this. This is what we have. That's all that's left. Fantastic. Alright. I recommend coming down here. You certainly won't regret it. Okay, I don't know where else we're going. This was it. This is the last on the list today. I'm heading to Bathurst now. I'm going to drive Pete around Mount Panorama. He's never done it, so we'll do that and probably get some lunch. Alright, catch up.